Now beginning its fourth decade, the town of Bramwell's beloved tour of homes today brought out familiar faces and newcomers to the historic home of the millionaires. Our Clayton McChesney shares some sights and sounds from the event.
What is the tour of homes? The tour of homes is an opportunity for people to come in and take a look at these old Victorian houses. You know, the residents, different residents at different times open up their homes and share them with the general public, so they get to come in and take a look and take a step back in history.
We want to preserve our heritage. That's one thing, because we know it's up to us to do that. And one way to do that is do a tour. And when you invite people to come in, they're excited, we get excited, and that makes us hopeful about the future for our town.
I enjoy showing my work because my husband and I worked for 10 years restoring the house and renovating it, and yet it still has the same footprint that it did when I was a child.
Well, now, who doesn't want to go into somebody else's home? That's just a natural thing. Bramwell was placed on the National Register of Historic Places in 1983, so historically we are significant. So when you blend in the view of a home and throw in a little bit of history, then you have a great story to tell.
Again, that was brought to us by Clayton McChesney. Thank you so much, Clayton. Now, we did ask one first-time guest today what brought him out to this spring home tour. He tells us it's the opportunity to see how the millionaires lived around a century ago. And Goins says the Bramwell Theater Corporation plans to continue the annual event for as long as there is interest, adding it's an opportunity for the town to share its history with others.